A very warm welcome to the Masters Highlight Show. It is week 26 and the lineup looks like this. Emma Cunningham, the 4 times world champion, Connor Jones, Wade Morley and Ben Flack. It is an all-professional lineup. Emma Cunningham will take on Connor Jones. Wade Morley will take on Ben Flack. And let's get into our first match. And Connor won the opening 2 frames against Emma and has the break in frame 3.
Route mapper through the draw. You can just start to think, oh, if they beat them and they beat them, then we get this in the second. It all gets very, very fun very, very quickly.
There's some absolutely... I mean, I've just been working on the schedule before the Masters tonight, and when you start even just getting down to the last 32, 2 rounds in, it gets scary. And this is, I'm obviously going to be biased, but I would have to say that this is the strongest lineup of 8-ball pool players we've ever seen.
I think that takes some disagreeing with. I really do.
And we know we've had big events in the past, the Supreme Series, World Championships from back in the day, but some of the players that have joined us this season, and obviously the arrival of the snooker players, and I've spoken to them all this week, and the ones that are able to join us for this event, they're so excited. Can't wait to get going. And it's just going to be good luck picking a winner.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think the bookies will do well out of it, that's for sure. As Connor looks to pick through his latest clearance and just put some early scoreboard pressure on Emma Cunningham here.
Yeah, Emma's going to have to apply some pressure off her break here, because Connor so far on his breaks is living up to his name.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. One of your favourite words.
That's a great shot. So it's routine yellowed. And an 8-ball. Well,
that's a huge surprise.
That's 2. I wouldn't go as far to say as that was routine. I think he probably did land on it a little bit closer than he would have liked. But yeah, nod of the head. I think he knows he's so far. I think he's got away with 2 there.
It jars all the more because he looks so composed throughout the visit.
Yeah, I mean,
never a hint of that.
He's just jabbed at it. I think he's got a little bit too close to it. He sort of jabbed at it, and in the end, he's got nowhere near. But Emma has got to take these chances now. She just knocked these 2 reds a little bit awkward.
Might still be on the one to the top right, and if she is, I think she's got to take it now.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to get on it any better than she is now, but obviously she doesn't feel like she can pot it. Yeah, and she just hasn't settled. I mean, the saving grace is that this 8-ball's not very nice for Connor, but these are the ones where they miss the one that they should get. And I mean, he could potentially cut it up the rail, but it's flirting with the middle pocket. Potentially a double.
Thin cut even.
Yeah.
Oh, he went for the double. Let off.
Well, I think this might be a plant into the middle pocket. If it's on now, I think it is.
Yeah, that'll do. That helps. And yeah, it's just all about settling, because all players, and I don't care who you are, we say it every single time, we'll say it every Monday when we see the Champions League, and it doesn't matter who you are, you never quite are at home and are settled and confident until that first frame is on the board. And Emma, without question, is not settled yet.
No, she needs that first frame, and again, she's going to have to play a massive shot now. Unless she finds a safety from somewhere, she's going to have to play a big shot.
Oh, I'm going to play Playing a safety is not going to be easy. She's not fully decided yet. Big shot.
I think that was a foul.
Yeah, it was.
She got nowhere near in the end either, to be fair. Yeah, so still not settled as Emma. I mean, she's got some absolute, loads of pace on that cue ball, but in the end,
Emma did win the next frame to get on the board, but she lost frame 5 to fall 3 behind once again.
a professional. He was still in the Challenger Series, but Connor's is a great talent, and I think he'll really do some damage this season. Worth mentioning that the other 2 players in the draw tonight are Morely and Ben Flack, 2 new professionals,
Yeah,
2 wildcards.
Clean sweep on the professionals.
Yeah, Ben's been around the top end of the game for a long time. Doesn't need no introduction. Fantastic player, and Wade sort of still making his early journey in the professional side of things, but a gutsy player. Doesn't give in. Really up for it. Spoke to Wade a lot. He's really up for it. So that could be an interesting pairing later on tonight. But Connor's just run a little bit of ground here. He's got a shot to play all of a sudden in this visit. Yeah, and what I've found so far tonight, Steve, is every time that he's faced with a big shot, if you would. So far, he's come up short. And
Yeah.
that's where it's producing those chances for Emma, and she's just got to capitalise on those, because he's 4-1 in front, he's not done all that work himself.
Yeah, and it could just as easily be the other score. If you reverse this scoreline, it really wouldn't surprise us based on what we'd seen.
Oh well, if you look at the first frame, Connor break and clears, and you wouldn't have thought he'd look back from that point. It looks awesome, but ever since then, they've both had chances, and Connor's just taken the ones that he's got eventually. But Emma's got to take these out, put the pressure back on. Yeah, lovely shot from Emma.
Much more like it, and
Connor won the next 3 frames to go 1 away from victory. Emma did make a lovely clearance in the next to pull 1 back, but it's still a long way behind at 7-3, and Connor breaking.
here we go then. Here's the chance to go and win the match.
So it's going to be all about this red on the left-hand rail. If you can find a nice angle on that, you'd think that Connor would be home and dry here. He's landed the wrong side of this red, so he's going to have to come across the table. He's going to be hampered. I think
that's
he
horrible.
is. I think he is. So, do we have a twist?
Possibly. If he was right-handed, he'd probably just about be able to get to the middle of the cue ball here, but not as a lefty. This is tough. Oh, he's played that really well. Well played.
Deserved match winner.
Super performance in the end then for Connor Jones. He takes the victory over Emma Cunningham, 8 frames to 3.
On to our second match, Wade Morley taking on Ben Flack. Wade made the faster start, winning the first 2 frames with good clearances, and has the break in frame 3.
Carl Morris versus Ben Flack in the prelims.
There's 2.
That's a war.
Yeah, and I think, if memory serves me right, I think he's got Dylan Leary in round 1, in event 1.
He has,
so
great memory.
He's got 2 sort of, we'll call them...
stalwarts.
Yeah, 2 sort of legends, if you would. And with those rounds being off stream, they could I wouldn't say this fast as they could drag on, but this rule set doesn't really allow things to drag on. But yeah, don't be surprised if you see some long matches there. So we're just asking for I think he's asking for the spider here. Tricky opening shot.
Yeah, and just with the spider there, he's not got into the shot enough. And, I mean, you're being hypercritical, aren't you? Because it's never an easy bit of equipment to use. But he's okay. He's got a gap here.
Yeah, I think he can just nudge this. Oh, yeah, you need to use the yellow. I can say he probably could have just nudged it off the yellow. But a good chance again here for Wade. A couple of uncharacteristic errors from Ben early on. But this table is, the conditions, the table, everything just so perfect. You've got to be on it from ball 1 with your cue ball. Ooh, and I just got to say at the minute that Wade does look the more settled of the 2. Just want to nip this red into the middle pocket, try and thread the gap of the 2 yellows. Leave himself a nice angle to get out for the 8 ball. Well, he's gone long. Obviously didn't feel like the angle was there. Even caught our cameraman out there for a moment. I think everybody in the room felt he was going for the middle, but chose to go long. And bit of an odd shot to take, because I don't think he left himself a shot on it.
No.
So you'd like to think that this is a routine chance now for Ben.
And he will be very grateful.
Yeah.
Not really had a chance to get going in this match just yet.
I don't think he felt that he was coming back to the table there. He's a very methodical player, is Ben.
Yeah.
Very approaches the table really sort of steady, long steady cue action. I just wonder whether, or how much experience has he got on that 15-second shot clock. I don't think he's got an awful lot. And
Well,
that could-
he played in the very first
did.
ever Champions League, didn't he? And
Yeah, he did.
I mean, back then, 15 seconds was quick for. I mean, was too quick for just about every single player. So I think I think he's one of the few who you'll probably say won't have much experience at all on it.
No, it was probably no surprise in the end that Chris Melling went and won it, because he's one of the very few players that is comfortable is probably the wrong word, but
Yeah.
I don't think there's many that's comfortable at that quicker speed. But
Ben won the next as well to tie the scores up at 2-2. It would remain close all the way up to 5-5.
ball's moving.
Ben was
Is it
straight
gonna go
up there.
dry? Yeah. This could be a big frame.
Ben was straight up there, he knew.
Yeah, and he's just having a look at these two balls at the bottom end of the table, because I think the yellow goes, but the red doesn't. So he's maybe going to force his hand here. So he's going to take the yellows. He's played it nicely. Opened up the pocket. And this is a great chance.
It is. And with just 5 minutes left, I don't think we're going to get to 8. It can just simply be about leading at this stage. Just be in front.
Well, is he on this yellow?
No. No chance, surely.
He is. He's done us again. Is he swerving it? Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah, he was. What's he left? I think Wade's got a red to the middle. I think it's safe to say Ben doesn't look totally happy on a 15-second shot clock.
No, but this is it's not a gimme chance this for Wade. Still work to do with two reds.
That's a good shot. It's a little bit of angle, yeah, perfect. You'd fully back Mr. Morley from here. This for his lead back. Comfortable. And well, 2 minutes left. Wade Morley is in front.
Eight ball. Well, look at this for a split.
These are going to go.
These yellows are there for the taking. But you got to get your skates on, Ben. Yeah, that'll do. That will do.
1:45 is plenty of time.
Play the plant now. It's going to be all about this. He's going to want to get rid of this as quickly as he can. This yellow near the 8 ball is going to be everything in this break. In this frame. What a shot that is.
Yeah, lovely.
Minute 13. Still plenty of time. But for Ben at this point, I would say it's all about managing that clock, because you don't want to leave away too much time. So it's a good 45 seconds here if he can play these yellows right. Yeah, he's played it well.
I think for someone like Ben, when he's so new to the clock and all the rest of it, you don't want to overcomplicate things by trying to clock manage and all the rest of it. For him, he's just wanting to get this frame one, get level. And he has done so. 25 seconds left.
Yeah, so it's going to be all about the golden break for Wade.
Well, here it is, 23 seconds.
Ben Flack has done a 6 red shootout before, but will we get one? Big break coming up.
Eight ball in motion. He wanted it.
Wow.
Doesn't even consider dashing around the table.
Yeah, he plays his extension and he's just going to let the clock run. No merit in going for them here.
So 6 red shootout time in the Ultimate Pool Masters. We've not seen many of these. And for Wade Morley and Ben Flack, their maiden Ultimate Pool competition as pros. Their first match in the arena is going to go to a 6 red shootout. We couldn't separate them. Break hasn't come out amazingly well. But now he can start to go if that one comes. It doesn't really. Just needs to hit a cushion. He will. That's quite clever. He's got a motor.
Yeah, he's looking okay now. If he makes all these, it's potentially looking around the 30 seconds mark.
Cue ball running will hurt him a little bit. He won't miss. But cue ball running there has just hurt him. 31-ish. Has Wade Morley done enough?
It's a great break.
That's come out lovely. That red just going high might just cause him a problem. Cue ball's going to be moving here. I think our time is a little bit late out the gate. This is going to be close. So makes the pot. And referee Rich is seeming to confirm Ben is the winner. I don't think it was as quick as 1995.
No.
But he's done enough.
On to our group final, Connor Jones versus Ben Flack. Both players made good clearances in the opening 2 frames, and Connor has the break at 1-1.
Weekend, very, very exciting. A few days ahead on the 8-ball calendar. Connor Jones to the front ball break. And he will take that.
He will take that. And at first glance, doesn't have an. I think he's got a yellow one, but could possibly play the red into the centre pocket. But no, he's going to take the yellow. be in for a really good match here. Both players just feels like both players have upped to gear a little bit.
Oh, you say that. Connor's just got a shot to play here, though. He's just stuck on that yellow.
Yeah, he's gonna opt for the safety. And if he's wedged up to the yellow, it's a great shot. I think all he could potentially have left is this red down the rail. There is actually a return safety here. Can actually roll up to this red, not leave any other shot on like that.
Okay, just had a look down the bottom of the table. Don't think you can see the yellow closest to the 8-ball.
Yeah, so it's going to be a thin snick up the rail. Just played it too thin, and where's his 8-ball? Well, Ben Flack not one in for Wade Morley in last match. Connor Jones flirted with one there. But now a golden chance for Ben to regain the lead.
Yeah, certainly is. Red also passes the yellow to the top left as well. So there really isn't any problems here. On the red colour set. Yeah, he's absolutely perfect here. We are going 2-1. Lovely visit to the table by Ben Flack, who goes 2-1 in front.
Ben won the next 2 frames as well to go 4-1 ahead and has the break in frame 6.
Chris Day is actually in the house tonight with.
I thought I saw him.
Yeah, him and Sean have come up. They're sort of the halfway.
It's a pit stop.
Ball.
It's a pit stop for them, isn't it? Long old way to Blackpool from their neck of the woods.
Yeah, so they've just stopped off for a practice. As always, the boys.
It's on brand, that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, another good season for Sean Story. Mr. Consistent. And I think I'm right in saying that Chris Day just... Yeah, he just missed out on the seeded positions for this season.
Not by much.
No, not by much. The person, I'll tell you, the person I feel the most sick for.
John.
It's not John.
Oh?
It is. It is John, and it isn't John. Obviously, John did miss out, but have a look at this.
I'm listening.
You have Dylan Leary, 8,300 points. Dan Eaton-Lees, 8,250 points in 29th place. Now, John Rowe has actually moved up into the seeded positions since then. Obviously, they are locked in from last season, so irrelevant at this point. But you know, given his performance in other events, he has I think in the Pro Cup, he has moved him up into on the 2-year ranking list. But what the sickening thing is for Dan Eaton-Lees was he was 6-1 up against Hitin Patel.
Yep.
Hitin Patel, worth mentioning, is in the seeded positions. Yeah, and went on to lose that match 7-6. We haven't seen him since. But he is back in action this weekend. He's not featuring in the Champions League. I don't think he entered the Champions League. But he was in the Pro Cup. We have seen him since. Yeah, we've obviously seen him in the Pro Cup, and
we saw him get mellinged.
He did get mellinged.
He did get absolutely mellinged.
As many have. Yeah, there was a few special shots, wasn't there? The arc of the cue ball comes to mind,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, just amazing.
And, well, what a shot that is from Connor. I'm wondering whether he's actually gone to play it off the red to move it with the double. Just have a look at this again if we can. And, yeah, he's in trouble now. Cue ball's just checked up. If you look at this double, I actually think he's going to play it off the red if you look. And he obviously hasn't got it. Would have been an absolutely awesome shot. And now he's in all sorts of pain.
Yeah, he's in real trouble here.
I can't see an obvious shot for him. He's got to play something. I actually don't wonder whether he could find a lost turn shot somewhere. Yeah, and he's unluckily found he's unluckily found found the middle pocket with the cue ball.
I mean, that is brutal, isn't it?
It's just not happening for him so far. He looked great in patches against Emma, but the difference was Emma wasn't taking those chances, and so far Ben is. And
that's the difference sometimes, and it can be very, very simple. But Ben's been able to flow, he's been able to keep his momentum, and he has been very, very good.
worth mentioning, if Ben was to go on and win, he would join a group currently just containing Jake McCartney, so he would set up a last 32 with Jake.
What, last 32 that would be as well.
Yeah, two completely clashing styles, isn't it? But he's got to get over the line first. And looks very short odds to do so. Just this red and a simple 8 ball.
But he has been able to do this with relative consistency, has Ben Flack. Hasn't been flawless from Connor Jones in this match, but Ben has swept up.
Ben won the following 2 frames as well to make it 6 frames on the trot and a 7-1 lead. Connor has the break with a mountain to climb.
Connor Jones on the break, looking just to get something, anything going. And he's going to have it hard.
Yeah, comebacks don't get much tougher than this. I mean, Ben's been breaking like a dream all night. You'd like to think that he's going to get at least one opportunity. So Connor's going to need an awful lot of luck here.
Well, he also needs to find a finish, because that 8 ball is dead in the water as things stand. Goes into it. Oh, that's a great shot.
Brilliant shot.
That's come out a dream. He's still got work. Yellow just higher of the 2 on the rail is awkward. Spiders coming out. Incy Wincy.
Yeah. Big shot.
And Connor Jones isn't going to climb up the water spout.
Well, get that bath running, Steve. It could be the end.
Incy Wincy Spiders going down the plug hole. Just wonder what he's left Ben here. I'm not sure Ben's on much. He might just have that long red. But you could take on. I think he is. Oh yeah, what a good shot.
Yeah, is he going to look at the skill shot straight away here? If he plays the skill shot now, he can play it in a way where he
leaves nothing.
Well, he just nips this yellow, opens the reds. He's not even going to go for it. He's just going to nudge up on the yellow. Great shot. And
I was going to say, just from knowing Ben, I thought he wasn't going to go 100% there.
I did say that earlier, didn't I? That he's not one of a big shot maker.
But I think he's left him touching ball, which does mean that Connor can just pop the red over the pocket. A little bit unlucky there, Ben Flack. Touching ball on the yellow means Connor is adjudged to have already been playing the yellow, so he can essentially play away and play a legal shot whilst doing so. So Ben's in a little bit of bother here, all because he left Connor touching ball.
Yeah, that was why I actually prefer. I actually liked the skill shot there, just because it was relatively straight. He could have played it in a way where he broke open the cluster of balls, but one good shot here for Connor, and all right, he's still staring down the barrel, but we have to fight another frame.
Oh, he's not in off, is he?
Is he jawed?
Oh, he can't be.
I think he is.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he is. I think his face says everything here. Yeah. Look at that. When you know it's not Unite. Who's getting jacked up here? Oh, well.
Unlucky.
Well, if it wasn't running, it is now. Start the car, Ben.
Unscrew that Radox, son.
Yeah, Connor's going to need a long soak to get over this one.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, Ben. You got to say, really has played well tonight. Been very impressed.
Yeah, he dug in against Wade. I think if Wade's, I think Wade will probably look back on the earlier chances. Could he have maybe gone 3-0 in front, different game, just maybe let Ben get back into it. But it's all experience, and I think he'll take a lot of positives from that and go into the weekend tomorrow. But this is just what Ben Flack couldn't have asked for a better start to pro life, could he?
Yeah, tough group this one. All 4 players, Ultimate Pool Pro Standard. And it's going to be Ben Flack to run through the gauntlet. First Wade Morley, then Connor Jones. Not a bad evening's work. And back to back.
Well, the simple 8 ball to get over the line.
Oh, Connor Jones conceded. Doesn't even need to see the 8 ball. So Ben Flack books his ticket to the next round.
So it is Ben Flack that goes through to the second stage of the Masters. A very tight first match, but a comfortable victory in the second. If you like to watch this night back, then go on to ultimatepool.tv. You can watch it there. Or if you are looking forward to next week, then this is our lineup for week 27 of the group. Craig Lakin, Tom Price, Chris Day and Ilda Machado. Craig and Chris are both Ultimate Pool professionals and will be the standout 2 players in this group. It is exclusively live on ultimatepool.tv Wednesday the 25th of January at the new start time of 6 p.m. That is our lineup for Ultimate Pool, the Masters.